Welcome to the story of the lost sheep, a timeless parable that reveals God's boundless love and forgiveness for each of us. Imagine a shepherd who has 100 sheep, living peacefully under his care, symbolizing our lives under God's watchful eye. One sheep wanders away, lost and vulnerable, representing moments when we stray from our faith or falter on our spiritual path. Lost in the vast world, this sheep faces danger and doubt, echoing the struggles we encounter when separated from God's guidance. But the shepherd does not abandon the 99. He leaves them to find the one lost, showing God's relentless pursuit of every soul. With care and determination, he searches tirelessly, illustrating how God seeks us, no matter where we have gone. The lost sheep hears the shepherd's voice, a symbol of hope and invitation to return to safety and love. When found, the shepherd joyfully carries the sheep home, exemplifying God's joy when we come back to him. This reunion speaks of forgiveness, redemption, and the celebration that happens when a soul returns to faith. The parable teaches us about divine love that never gives up, always reaching out to bring us home. Each of us may find ourselves lost at times, wandering away due to mistakes or doubts in our spiritual journey. But like the shepherd, God's word calls us back, reminding us that we are never truly lost to his love. Within sacred spaces and moments of reflection, we can reconnect with the divine presence guiding us. Prayer becomes a bridge, inviting God's love into our hearts and strengthening our faith to return. Faith is like the breeze, sometimes unseen but always felt, guiding us even in uncertain times. In the eyes of the lost sheep, we see vulnerability and hope, mirroring our own longing for belonging. Every new day offers us a chance to start again, to return to love and embrace grace anew. Community plays an important role, welcoming us back with open arms and shared faith. Like the shepherd teaches, we learn to care and watch over each other as part of God's family. This parable, told through generations, continues to inspire and remind us of God's enduring love. Sometimes, returning to faith feels like crossing a bridge from despair to hope. God holds each lost soul tenderly, ready to bring healing and peace when we are found. Even in the darkest moments, divine light breaks through, guiding us back to love and light. Our faith journeys are often winding and full of change, yet the shepherd's care remains constant. Stillness and reflection open our hearts to recognize the shepherd's call and come home. God's invitation to return is always open, welcoming every repentant heart freely. We are like sheep in the flock, each one precious and protected by divine love. Our faith community surrounds us with support, helping us stay on the right path together. The shepherd's staff symbolizes guidance, protection, and steadfast care through life's challenges. Like a rainbow after the storm, God's promises assure us that love and hope endure forever. Sharing fellowship nourishes our spirit and reminds us of God's joyful community. Each dawn brings new opportunities to renew our faith and embrace divine grace. Caring for the vulnerable reflects God's heart, inviting us to love and protect one another. The steps we take back to faith may be small, but each one is sacred on our journey home. Guided by heavenly light, we find our way even in the darkest nights of the soul. Returning to God's love brings freedom and joy like a child restored to their family. New beginnings blossom when our hearts open to forgiveness and divine grace. Art and faith together preserve the story, inspiring hope across generations. Light a candle of faith within your soul, illuminating the path back to God's love. Life's journey flows with faith like a river finding its way to the vast ocean of God's care. The shepherd never stops watching, always ready to lead us back to safety and peace. Prayer connects us intimately with God, opening hearts that may feel lost or distant. Faith grows like wheat, nurtured by care, patience, and the light of divine love. Church is a place of refuge where we gather strength to continue our spiritual journey. Following the shepherd's footsteps, we learn trust, patience, and unconditional love. Peace settles over the flock, a sign of God's protective embrace when we rest in faith. Each sunrise is a promise of renewal, inviting us to rise and seek God with fresh hope. Through simple stories, we teach and learn about God's love and the way home. The shepherd's tools guide and comfort, just as God's word steadies us on our path. Sacred scriptures carry the wisdom of parables, echoing God's eternal message of love.